Welcome everyone. On the basis of today's lecture that is given as 16, 17, 18 and question number 3 as well as the 9 of the given set, I am going to discuss this question one by one. In order to increase the efficiency of this video, you can manage to pause the video, solve it and then try to look at the solution. The questions were mostly based on the fact like substitution, the fact of implicit functions differentiating with respect to another variable. In order to solve question number 16, it is a flat memory based formula of the sum of two tan inverse function. Here it in this case is tan inverse A and tan inverse X. So moving to question number 16, we are having the expression in 16 to be y is equal to tan inverse A plus tan inverse X. We are having this very expression. In order to solve this, we just know that A is constant. Just use this fact and just we can directly differentiate it. So the slope m is given as to be the tan inverse this x is 0 plus the tan inverse x, we can use the chain rule, it is 1 by 2 root x plus sec, this is tan 2 root x by into 1 by root over 1 plus x. So it is given in option number 4 as to be the sensible option to this very question. In order to solve question number 17, the question number 17 is given to be that y is equal to sine inverse whole root over 1 plus x plus whole root over 1 minus x divided by 2. We can look for some substitution in order to simplify this question. So you can use the fact that we can put x is equal to cos 2 theta. If we put x is equal to cos 2 theta, we can write this expression to be whole root over 1 plus cos 2 theta plus whole root over 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2. We know the formula of 1 plus cos theta and 1 minus cos theta. We can write this expression to be 1 by root 2. If the root 2 which came outside the root, I have divided it by 2 present at the bottom. Sin theta plus 1 by root 2 cos theta. So y is equal to sine inverse, it is sine of pi by 4 plus theta directly. So we can write this expression to be the sine inverse sine alpha is directly alpha, so it is pi by 4 plus theta directly. So we know y as to be function of theta, x as function of theta, so we will differentiate this expression in terms of with respect to theta. So we can write this expression m to be dy by dx of pi by 4 is dy by d theta of pi by 4 is 0 and d theta by d theta is 1. So m of theta, that is dy by theta, we must not write it to be m. We must write it to be dy by d theta is to be 1. Similarly, we are having x is equal to cos 2 theta, so we can write dx by d theta as to be minus 2 sine of 2 theta. We can further club it to be as 1 minus cos square 2 theta, that is minus 2 whole root over 1 minus x square, what we have assumed. So without wasting time, we can just divide these both expression. So we will end up getting dy by dx to be minus 1 by 2 whole root over 1 minus x square. you can look at the options. It is nothing but the option 1 of the set. In order to solve question number 18, some of the individuals might look for some substitution, but I would recommend that this expression is, but just before looking for the substitution, it is more convenient to just simplify this expression. So to simplify this expression, we can write is to be y is equal to whole root over sec x plus 1 sec x plus 1, it is sec x minus 1 sec x minus 1 by sec x plus 1. So we just convert in form of 1 by cos x minus 1 by whole root over 1 by cos x minus plus 1. So we can just simplify this in terms of 1 minus cos x by 1 plus cos x. So looking at this expression, we can see it to be the 1 minus cos x. We can write this to be whole root over 2 sin x by 2 sin square x by 2 by 2 cos square x by 2, that is totally nothing but tan of x by 2. So if we can see that it is, instead of, it is quite easier to just directly differentiate it, as this expression is nothing but just a flat formula that we can directly use the write the slope to be half of sec square x by 2. So we can see that it is nothing but the option 2 of the given set. So in order to solve the question number 3, I will rate this problem to be that it is a quite good question. We can manage to solve this question by substitution. If we put x and y to be sin square theta or cos square theta, we can manage to solve this equation. But it is better, instead of using substitution, it is an implicit function, so we can manage this question by taking log. So looking at this question, I can manage this question by taking log. So e to the power x plus y is equal to xy. So if we take log, we will get x plus y is equal to log x plus log y. So directly differentiating it, we will get 1 plus the slope is equal to 1 by x plus 1 by y into slope. Clearly it is a variable separable. This term will be introduced in differential equation, but variable separable means that expression in which the similar variable can be separated in one side and the other variable can be separated on the other side of the equal sign. So that's 1 plus m. We can write 1 minus 1 by x to be 1 by y m minus m. So we can write further write this equation, x minus 1 by x is equal to m common. So we will write this 1 minus y by y. So we can write it to be y of x minus 1 by x of 1 minus y to be. So this is the correct answer to this very question. In looking at the question number 9 is basically a kind of question which we must deal in the terms of infinite series. So this question is quite difficult question, but we can manage to solve this question by squaring both sides and looking at the fact that the inner square root is nothing but the expression again. So we can write this expression to be, in this question we can solve this question by using the fact that y square is equal to sin x plus y again, because we are having these brackets as extending to infinity, So this bracket will root will get out and this expression will be the y again. So using this fact we can manage to solve this question easily. Directly differentiating both, we will get 2ym. M is the slope of this equation, cos x plus m. So you will understand why I write m, as it is quite easy to solve if we assume the slope. It is quite old method but old school. So m is equal to cos x by 2y minus 1. It is given as the option 3 in the expression. The questions were quite easy. On the side, if you are familiar with all the method of solving the questions and you have practiced thoroughly, the most heart touching or the good question of this set is nothing but the question number 17 indeed. The reason behind saying question number 17 to be the good question, the reason is not that it is a difficult question, but it is a quite conceptual question, as it deals with the two concepts that this expression, it is like involving two concepts. It is like involving substitution method also, and it is like involving the differentiating with respect to other variable also. So the question was set in a good manner, but it is quite difficult on a tone if you are not familiar with all the methods, and quite conceptual good question if you are familiar with all the question. It is the question I will recommend that you must solve when you are revising differentiation. At this type of questions we never see actually every day. It is not a common question, it is a good question of every set.